The two faces of narcissism, public persona versus private reality. Have you ever met someone who seemed absolutely perfect, only to discover a completely different person behind closed doors? This is often the reality when dealing with someone who has narcissistic personality disorder. Let's delve into the two distinct faces of narcissism and understand the complex dynamics at play. The way NPD manifests can vary greatly from person to person. Some individuals might be overtly grandiose and attention-seeking, while others are more subtle and manipulative. Understanding these nuances is crucial for recognizing the disorder and protecting yourself. One of the most striking aspects of NPD is the stark contrast between the public persona and the private reality. The charming, confident facade they present to the world often hides a much more complex and destructive inner world. Individuals with NPD often invest significant energy in creating an image of perfection. This carefully constructed persona is designed to impress, attract attention, and ultimately manipulate others to fulfill their needs. They are often incredibly charming and charismatic, making a strong first impression on those they meet. This initial charm can be incredibly disarming, making it difficult to see the underlying issues. Boasting and exaggeration are common tactics used to highlight their accomplishments and talents. They may embellish stories or outright fabricate achievements to appear more impressive. Strategic name-dropping is another tool they use to elevate their status through association. By mentioning connections to influential people, they aim to enhance their own perceived importance. The purpose of this public display is multifaceted. It's about attracting attention, gaining admiration, and establishing a sense of superiority over others. They crave the validation and recognition that this persona provides. They are often masters of self-promotion, projecting an image of confidence, success, and desirability. This carefully crafted image is their shield against perceived inadequacy. They are often skilled at reading social cues, allowing them to tailor their behavior to fit the situation. This adaptability makes them appear engaging and likable, further solidifying their carefully constructed image. Appearing adaptable and engaging is key to creating a positive impression. They want to be seen as someone who is easy to get along with and who possesses desirable qualities. This entire performance is fueled by a deep-seated need for validation. They constantly seek external approval to reinforce their fragile sense of self-worth. Underneath the confident exterior lies a profound fear of flaws. They are terrified of being perceived as inadequate or imperfect, which drives their relentless pursuit of perfection. Behind the carefully constructed facade, the true nature of someone with NPD often emerges. This private reality can be a stark contrast to the charming public persona. The private reality is often complex and destructive, revealing a difficult personality that can be incredibly challenging to deal with. This is where the true impact of NPD is felt by those closest to them. Rage and irritability are frequently experienced, often triggered by perceived slights or challenges to their authority. These outbursts can be frightening and emotionally damaging. Periods of depression and withdrawal are also common, as the constant need for validation can be exhausting and ultimately unfulfilling. This can lead to feelings of emptiness and despair. Manipulation and control are key tactics used to maintain power and dominance in their relationships. They often employ subtle and insidious methods to control those around them. Guilt tripping is another common tactic, used to induce feelings of guilt and obligation in others. This allows them to manipulate people into doing what they want. Emotional blackmail involves using emotions to control others, often threatening to withdraw affection or support if their demands are not met. This creates a climate of fear and dependence. A profound lack of empathy is a hallmark of NPD, making it difficult for them to understand or care about the feelings of others. They are often preoccupied with their own needs and desires. Dismissive and insensitive behavior is common, as they disregard the emotions and needs of those around them. They may belittle or invalidate the feelings of others, making them feel unimportant and unheard. Devaluation is a tactic used to criticize and belittle others, often to maintain a sense of superiority. This can be incredibly damaging to the victim's self-esteem and sense of worth. Maintaining a sense of superiority is crucial to their fragile ego. They constantly need to feel better than those around them, often at the expense of others. Exploitation is a common behavior where they take advantage of others to gain personal benefit. This can be financial, emotional, or social, and they often show little regard for the consequences of their actions. They are driven by a desire to gain personal benefit, whether it's financial gain, emotional validation, or social advancement. They often see others as tools to be used to achieve their goals. The jarring contrast between the public persona and the private reality of someone with NPD can be incredibly confusing and disorienting. It's like dealing with two completely different people. Understanding this contrast is crucial for recognizing the patterns of behavior associated with NPD and protecting yourself from emotional harm. Knowledge is power, and recognizing these patterns can help you make informed decisions about your relationships. Conclusion: understanding the two faces of narcissism is the first step towards protecting yourself and fostering healthier relationships. If you recognize these patterns in someone you know, it's crucial to set boundaries and prioritize your own well-being. Now, I encourage you to take action. First, research NPD further to deepen your understanding. Second, if you're in a relationship with someone exhibiting these traits, consider seeking professional guidance from a therapist specializing in narcissistic abuse. Finally, share this video with others who might benefit from this information. By raising awareness, we can empower individuals to recognize and navigate these complex dynamics, fostering healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Don't wait. Take control of your well-being today.